Hey, what's up everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more PYRE Community RITE Night, featuring first and foremost none other than the members of the RITE Club Discord server, the place for all things multiplayer PYRE. And if you're interested in getting more involved in multiplayer PYRE, then look no further, no worries, you can join the RITE Club by clicking on that link right there. But those of you in chat, you are not off the hook. No, because you see, you can request things like selecting players' exiles, masteries, songs, arenas, even Titan stars, and archetypes for that matter, are all fair game. So, without further ado, let's hop into versus mode here, set ourselves back to our defaults. There we are. I will hop in to Discord. There we are. And let me know if there's anyone who would like to get us started today. Spheris, Murph, good to see you both. How you doing? We could potentially have you two be the ones to get us started, if you are interested and available. Or anyone else, for that matter, of course. And as always, we could start fielding requests for the first match, but generally probably best to figure out who's in first. Murph can join, just needs to finish making some tea, no worries. Sounds like we will likely have Murph in one of those spots. Do we have anyone else who would like to claim the other spot? Spheris will join, but a bit later. Okay, so in that case, it sounds like we would eventually get Spheris in, but not just yet. So we would still be looking for someone else to face off against Murph, at least initially. Now, I am happy to hop in for a little bit, especially if it may just be that Spheris needs a little bit of time before he's able to join us, but of course, would give preference to anyone else in chat who is interested in getting involved. So, if there is anyone else who would like to face off against Murph right off the bat, just let us know. Only if there is no such person would I hop in for a little bit. Not seeing anyone right now, though, so maybe in that case, I will plug in the controller and just let me know whether it be Spheris or anyone else. If/when someone else is interested in getting in, I'm happy to swap out. Just let me know. Okay. Should be all hooked up with the controller now.
What up?
Hello, hello. How goes it, Murph?
Pretty good.
Nice, nice. I think by the looks of things, Spheris was saying that he may look to join us soon, but he's not yet available. And therefore, It may be the two of us here to get things started.
Fine by me.
Alright. Invite should be on its way. Okay, now let's just see who it's putting. Player 1, Player 2, this is me, so I think I'm Player 1 by the looks of things. Okay, good, that's you. Okay, and let us know if there is anything, now that we've established who's going to be playing for this first match, let us know if there's anything you guys would like to see us do for this first one. And Murph, it'll be accusers today, is that right?
Yep, that'll do.
Okay, gotcha. That can be arranged. Okay. Not seeing anything request-wise here, at least not initially, so suppose that means we can just jump straight in.
Welcome to the fall of Solium.
Dramatic start of the fall.
You are gathered to conduct this rite. Only the righteous shall emerge victorious. Higher hearts stand prepared. Accusers stand ready. Who shall strive for freedom?
Okay. So I will admit, I always struggle when I am playing for the very first match because I lack inspiration. There's no frame of reference. I can't look at, okay, what characters have or have not been used yet. So to start from scratch like this, a little tricky. It's a little tricky.
The old reliable.
So we'll break out the old reliable.
Can't go wrong.
Alright, let's see. So then if we're in the top half, top third, really. Do this. Oops. No. Yes.
Tizo.
Very familiar.
Maybe we just keep it simple at the beginning here.
Jodariel. Exile.
Super Bowls. Okay, well here we go with our first match of the day. It is, of course, Murph and I getting things started here. Well, that wasn't really what I had in mind. Ooh! So a little more on that jump than I expected. I will be honest, I didn't quite think you had the range there.
Or the quickness demon.
Maybe that was it, yeah.
Yeah.
That could be. But I did not want that to go back to you. That was not the plan. Nope, stop that. None of that, please. That's totally not bait. Totally not bait.
Now to the flame. Accusers banished
Forgot where
to the
portal was.
flames of freedom.
I didn't mean to leave it right on your respawn.
Dude. Well, that's no good.
'Twas dangerously close.
Also, totally not bait. Spoiler alert. It was bait.
Banished.
Spoiler alert. It didn't matter.
It has gone in.
Yeah, that's not really a trade I'm winning here, is it?
Poor Joe Dario.
No, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Also, I'd like to have my imp here, please.
Oh, audacious, aren't we?
You haven't banished my imp yet, and this is a problem. I need you to banish my imp at least once. Thank you. I greatly appreciate this. Surprise! What the heck? That is nowhere near the direction I was planning to throw that. What just happened?
It was locked on the pyre. I missed it. Just like a release lock on button right before releasing throw or something.
My jumps feel... Did I not take the jumping mastery?
When you're throwing pallets, so I wasn't surprised.
Get out, tease out.
Right?
I have the jumping mastery, though. It does not feel like it. It really does not feel like it.
Into the fire.
One time where that didn't quite punish me to the same extent as it so often did. Definitely not bait. Okay, well, nonetheless, you should totally take it. Oh, what? How did I end up with the orb? That wasn't the plan.
No, I didn't mean to land in the orb.
Now go.
Nope. Nope,
Oh,
none of that.
very cool.
None of that. Oh, how dare you?
No. There.
Nope, nope, stop. Oh dear. That's a, oh, I did not know I still had Gareth. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, what? Where's my character right now?
The accusers
GG.
prevailed. It was as though the scribes themselves stood by their
What's
side.
up, Ansa? How's it going?
Thus end this night's proceedings.
We're
Rain
just
is
getting
picking up
started
outside
today.
my house, so hopefully my power stays on.
Oh, what was that?
Until
The rain
the
is picking up
next
outside my
round.
window, so if I disappear randomly, it might have been my power going out.
Uh-oh.
But it's fine right now.
Alright. Well, as I was saying, I'm mostly just filling in for a little bit here. We were expecting to see Spheris join in the relatively near future. I don't know exactly what Spheris' timetable is, but if anyone else, I suppose, Ansa, if you'd like to hop in the meantime, you are welcome to take my spot. Just heads up that Spheris has said that he's looking to join soon. It's been a time. I've been better in the aftermath. I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that, but you know... Spheris is now available, but if someone else wants to jump in beforehand, Spheris is happy to watch for a bit. You don't know what your interest / availability is like today, Ansa. You can hop on after finishing your driving duty. Are you watching YouTube and driving? Better not be.
Really, it's just a golf course.
Maybe. Whether or not there is... I was gonna say, whether or not there is someone else in your car does not change the fact that you may or may not be watching a stream while you are driving. In fact, there being an additional person in the car with you would only increase my level of concern. So thank you for clarifying that you are at home at the moment and not, in fact, currently on the road driving a large, heavy, fast motor vehicle.
I got a new
Greetings.
coworker at work, and he was telling me he used to have like an hour and a half commute or something to his old job. And he was like, "Yeah, I watched like 100 episodes of One Piece while driving to and from work."
Now, podcast is one thing, but actual TV show is very frightening. Also, I'm pretty sure I'd have to consult my lawyers on this, but probably illegal.
Probably.
I'm
But
pretty
if
sure
I
you
had an
don't
hour
even
and a
have
half
to
commute,
watch
I don't know if I would
when it comes to One
think
Piece.
about my
So.
One Piece, to be honest. You gotta live.
Alright, let me unplug my controller here so that we can get Spheris in. I think it's a little more than highly irresponsible. As I said, I'm pretty sure it's blatantly illegal and also extremely dangerous.
If he's actually watching and paying attention to the very boring anime, in my opinion, yes.
There's like 1 million episodes. Surely you can't pay too much attention to it, right?
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, maybe you have one of those new self-driving cars, and it means you can watch whatever you want while you drive. I don't know. Do those even exist yet? I don't know.
In some places,
Some
I think.
extent.
Probably not where I live.
This Ferris who took my spot as player 1? Yeah, looks like
Yeah.
it. Okay.
I am replacing you.
There we go. Yeah, no self-driving cars for me. No. Spheris and Lids are two distinct people. Or maybe we are both just figments of your imagination. I don't know. Have you ever seen Spheris and me in the same room at the same time?
What if the room is also a figment of your imagination?
I was gonna say, well, you have definitely seen Spheris and I face each other in a match at the same time. But maybe
but
that
that's not
match is a
just
figment of your imagination
me.
as well.
Playing with my hands and playing with my feet. Or you and you playing with your hand and playing with your feet at the same time.
I'm just ambidextrous, and I can press all of the buttons with one hand.
Very strong.
With both hands simultaneously, for two different teams. And that's actually why Steam Remote Play is always so problematic when we try to get other people in. It's actually just me trying to hook up another controller so I can play with my other hand.
Alright.
Let the conspiracy theories fly. Me think, therefore me am. There you go. Alright, well, let us know if there's anything we'd like to see between Spheris and Murph here. Otherwise, we can just let them go with whatever they'd like.
Oh. Nest of Trieste.
The Nest of Trieste. That is Ansa's only request. Okay. That can be arranged.
The essence versus the accusers.
Does mean, of course, this is Spheris' home arena.
Who shall conduct the rites?
And our first match today with Spheris, of course, Murph had a quick little warm-up there. But no requests from chat, so this is all up to the players, and it's Astral Eye on Barker in the first spot for Spheris. Fair beat stowaway for Murph.
Exile.
Speedy Raji in the second spot for Spheris. need to study how the good players do it. At Nest of Trieste specifically, wondering what sort of techniques, what sort of strategies the players put to use here.
I'm very experimental with it.
Yeah, we're
Maybe
not
I should
playing
play more
very
good
standard
flavor
stuff.
team.
What are these small shaped erasers of which you speak, Ansa? It is a tricky arena, this one.
Now it
It's
begins in earnest.
pretty unique. Obviously, there are other arenas that have environmental effects of some variety, but tend not to banish you altogether.
The pyre has been scathed.
Here is Murph getting us started with a 20 damage plunge. That was a prayer bead stowaway, so she is still here in this round. Here's Ferris on the attack. Lost Barker, but he came back quickly. Oh, and look at that. The stunning claim nearly enough to set up a Barker score, although actually, Murph came back from that stun just in time. Now it is Murph who plunges in here for 20.
That's it.
Oh, like the... Yes, okay, I remember those. I haven't seen them in a long time. Here's Ferris, plunging for 23, courtesy of the extra damage on the talisman, but no prayer beads, of course. That means that it's a damaging talisman, not prayer beads. Ooh, and Ferris, some clever maneuvering around there, but didn't quite make it all the way through. Did set up a very dangerous portal, though, and that is just enough to set him up for a 25 damage plunge.
The accuser's pyre grows.
Murph, the stowaway.
Magnificent.
Quick follow-up here.
The SO.
Oh, and there's the stunning claim once again, and this time there is enough time for Ferris not only to score, but actually to charge up a throw for that. And it's still 23 damage. Again, that extra damage is coming from the talisman, not from what we usually see, a 5 damage mastery for the curse that only applies for the plunges. That talisman that Ferris took applies to both throws and plunges, so a little bit out of the ordinary in that way. More reason to go the throwing route on his cur than you would typically see. Then again, of course, Murph also has a throwing cur, but of a different variety still. In his case, it's banishing throws. Not quite enough to set up the plunge there for Ferris's Barker, but again, here's the stunning claim.
Patience, reader.
Brief moment where everyone was down on Murph's side, but still not quite enough for Ferris there. Dangerous portal, though. Not quite an automatic score, but just about as close as you can get to it. Murph can go through there. Rather, Ferris can go through there. But of course, Murph is very mindful of this. And has just reset the portal, perhaps right as Ferris was going through it as well, so perfect timing from Murph there.
Was exciting.
Ooh, and everyone down on Murph's side. Is Ferris quick enough with the throw? Yes, he is, and that's the full 23, and see, that drops Murph down to the single digits. So one score likely all that Ferris would need here. But Murph probably only 2 scores away himself, so this one is still quite close. That was a stunning claim. In the past, it was to set up Barker, but instead, it's the Imp, and that is the deciding score for Ferris.
Their
GG.
fire burns whilst that of their adversaries is but ash. The ceremony is complete.
Well played, you two. Alright, well, let's head on back
Until the stars align.
and let us know if there is anything we'd like to see for the next one. That was a Nest of Trieste request match, but otherwise, we left everything up to the players. The Rash Pack for the song. But that is it. Okay. We can certainly do that. I'm not seeing anything else, so why don't we get back into the action?
The essence shall take on the accusers.
Alright, the Spring of Jomir.
Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
With no requests other than the song.
Demon.
So Spheris will go with a quick throwing Vizpaleth. Prayer Beads Pamatha for Murph.
Sap.
Speedy Palmas in the second spot for Spheris. Speedy Jody
Dariel.
for Murph. Excuse me.
Exile.
Then quick throwing Volfred in the last spot for Murph. As a reminder, that is not quarterback Volfred. That would have been the range throw, so we're fine here. Here is Pamatha, and she makes it in for a 20 damage plunge for Murph. And with Prayer Beads, she is back. This is her right now in possession. Switches in to Jody, who plunges herself, and that's 30 damage for Murph.
Now then.
Now, she didn't have Prayer Beads, so that means Murph is down Jodariel. Does still have Pamatha, though. She's on the attack here.
Really done.
She'll get the job done. That means Spheris is down to 30, and one score could potentially be all that Murph needs, if that score is to come from Jodariel. But then again, we do, of course, see that Spheris has a sap. Now, I don't recall how much rekindling, if any, Spheris has here, but that could prove to be relevant in the near future, at least if Murph has anything to say about it. Pamatha. She'll plunge. Now, that's only 20, so it does not trigger rekindling, if in fact there is any.
Ceremony.
Any score at this stage would do that, and here it is. It's 10 on the second life bar. Again, no Jodariel in this round for Murph, after having plunged with her in the previous round. Pamatha can't get the job done on this occasion, so it's just Volfred back defensively at the moment. Everyone down, in fact. Oh, but look at that. The Numbing Gust. Murph had his bases covered. Hello, gamers. How goes it?
All of the
Oh
accusers
no!
gone.
Murph was looking for the salute, but Pamatha was just a little too lonely on that occasion. Didn't have anyone to switch places with, I'm afraid.
No other it. I kind of just hope to be around right now.
Here is Pamatha. This time, oh, she does switch places with Volfred. Only for him to be sacrificed, only for everyone to be sacrificed, but here is once again that Numbing Gust, and it's just a long ways for Spheris to cover that ground in a limited amount of time, but as soon as he can throw, he does break one of those out for 26.
Good.
Here's Murph. Temporarily held back, but on the second attempt, makes it in for the winning plunge.
Can't contest.
And what the
With Demon on this map.
it was.
GG.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
Well played, you two. Alright. Well, let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
Let us know if there's anything we'd like to see for our next match. Now, I know we have, at this point, a couple of other players who are potentially interested in getting in. Just as a heads up, of course, we didn't start that long ago. And Spheris, that was, wait, was that your first match or second match? Second match, okay. So we haven't had these guys in for too long, but of course we can, in time, we can find the right way to work people back in. It sounds like from what you're saying, Mikos, that you are interested in playing yourself. Is that correct? I mean, that second line is pretty clear.
He's ready, but he doesn't want to.
It doesn't get much clearer than that, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, let us know if there is anything you guys would like to see for the next match. As I said, we can start thinking of, in time, we can start thinking of a good way to pass the torch. But these guys, Spheris and Murph, haven't been here for long just yet. I only ever want to play. A true gamer.
Yeah, same.
Oh, okay. Ansa says everyone takes, and just to clarify here, okay, yes, a single worm. Every player must take a single worm.
Good.
I suppose
on that
at
request,
least
because
one.
people typically just love to go all in.
Nah. Okay, we play your way.
The essence shall
I guess it's at least one.
the accusers.
Well, at first it was everyone takes a worm, and then follow-up was just a worm, which I took to mean exactly one worm, but maybe that was Ansa saying I don't have any specifications for Exiles 2 or 3.
Or it could be that we have to like 1v1 with just our worm.
Just plays the worm and nothing else.
Just a worm. No masteries, no talisman, no other teammates.
Oh my god.
A base worm and nothing else.
That's probably not.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what Ansa... Look, Ansa says yes. Clearly Ansa was replying to what I just stated.
It doesn't matter which one you have.
Oh, I'm just a worm. Excuse me, what are these masteries and talismans on your worm?
Flashing or
I'm kidding, I'm kidding. No, not that there's anything wrong with the specific masteries or talismans, I was just referring back to the whole no masteries or talismans on your worm thing, which was a
I
joke.
see what you mean.
It's just a worm.
I even want my worm. No, not really.
Every player's favorite worm, the stowaway.
Yeah, makes sense.
What's up, Core? How's it going? Beast worm build from the Essence player. What would we say is the class that is the opposite of worms, whether that be from a gameplay standpoint or maybe more so from a lore standpoint? Because I don't know, maybe this is... I'm reading into what Core is implying here, but are the Essence the opposite
No.
of the Pyre Hearts?
Worms are kind of scared of hearts, but aside from that,
Choose someone.
who's someone? Here is someone.
Is someone indeed, and that someone is an exploding Snadra.
Speaking of exploding,
Oh. I take one exploding exile and I raise you one exploding exile. Dissidents may be the opposite? In terms of their philosophy, maybe.
Maybe.
Like, it would be like deepen their staff instead of having big aura and slow. They have small aura fast. Well, I guess the worms don't always have small aura. You can kind of put it straight up.
Exile.
Speaking of exploding,
I was gonna say, it is possible to have more than one exploding exile.
Tizo.
Alright, well, here we go.
Begin.
It is at least one, or well, just a worm on each side.
So fiercely fought.
A lot of banishments here. But who will emerge from the Wild Rumpus? I don't know if there's enough on that throw. There was not. On this throw, however, yeah, Murph can get it in for 15. Here's the stowaway. She's blocked and banished. Lady River for Spheris. Banished before she can make it through. Stowaway again. She's blocked and banished. Raji goes down. Does create a somewhat dangerous portal in the process, though, which Spheris uses to great effect.
The accuser's adversaries gained an edge.
Well, that was an interesting play from Spheris. Defensively, at least, to get the banishments, but then again, Murph had the orb and scored nonetheless.
The accuser shall prevail at this rate. That's it.
Deluge. And Gilman. Here's Deluge to throw.
'Twas but a little spark.
That's 7 damage for Murph. Stowaway. Little sidestep. A little bit of black magic on the jump, but Spheris was not fooled. Stowaway. Runs out of stamina, retreats, but goes down nonetheless. He's oh. It turns out that Spheris has an extra character on his team. That imp is just right on top of Spheris' fire. And yet Murph does find a way around it. But at least initially, it legitimately did block a score. As if it were just a 4th member of Spheris' team. And nearly doing the same thing there as well.
It actually blocked me here.
Oh, that time it was working against him, okay. I guess it doesn't really reset in between rounds, so it got near Spheris' pyre and then it just stayed there for a round or two. It's moving a little bit out of the way now. Snadra, portal. Raji makes a new portal closer to Murph's pyre, but Murph does have the orb here and can go through his own portal. Spheris, back with it now. That throw, it looked a little bit short to me. Yeah, it was. Murph, infinite stamina on the stowaway. A few stutter steps, and then the black magic jump. Had to pull a few tricks out from his sleeve there, Murph did, but ultimately it did work out for him.
Very quick throw.
10 damage worm throw there, but 1 score potentially all Murph needs.
GG.
And there it is.
The accusers prevail.
GG.
Their adversaries confidently thwarted.
I'm not
played, you two.
very good at this
Right
game.
is ended.
I do think Slash Worm is like maybe the highest skill cap character.
Until the
It's,
next right.
There's too much you can do with it.
Yeah.
Well, let us know if there's anything we'd like to see for the next match.
I'll do 2 more games and leave my place to someone else.
Okay. What's up, Sultan? How's it going? Good to see you. Sferis was saying he can swap out in a couple matches here. I think if we're just going in order of expressed interest, it would be Ansa would be first in the queue, followed by Makos, and then I know Core is in chat, though I don't know if Core has necessarily expressed interest in getting in on the action as well.
You just want to watch the chaos?
Maybe. Ansa is still on Ansa may or may not still be driving in a car right now. The jury is still out. So maybe that makes Makos the next one in the queue in that case. So Makos, just a heads up, if you're still hanging out in chat, we may be calling your name in a couple of matches. Ansa, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm getting some pretty mixed signals here. I've yet to hear any conclusive evidence to the contrary. Right? That's what I'm saying, Murph. Debatable. Debatable. Alright, well anyways, not seeing any requests from chat at the moment, I don't think. So why don't we hop back in here?
The essence shall confront the accusers. Welcome.
Okay, well there it is. Now Ansa has been called to go give someone a ride, so I think Ansa is now unavailable, and as we were saying, it may mean that Makos is next in the queue, if in fact he is available, but we're getting ahead of ourselves here. For this match, we of course find ourselves at the Cairn of Haub. No requests, though, from chat, so just up to Sferis and Murph to pick whatever teams they would like here, and that is a Prayer Beads Zoxiana in the first spot for Sferis. Can I do a British narration style? Can I turn this into Clyde Chilmsby? Bit of a stuffy nose right now, which is making it a little bit difficult, but I could give it a shot for a match, I suppose.
What we get?
No floating worm.
Joe Dariel.
Here's a quick throwing pole miss. That wasn't good. It's been a while since I've... Oh man. I haven't played FIFA 08 in quite some time. At least for that specific source of inspiration. But anyways, here we go. It's Jodariel. She's banished. Lady Ritter.
I did not realize
That was a throw for 12. Jodariel. Plunges here. Good for 30. Hamatha switches into Tizo, and that's a quick 6 damage throw. Jodariel again. Good for 30. Tizo, aggressive here. Hamitha,
Beauteous.
the 20 damage plunge.
Your victory is at hand. Oof.
Jodariel, banished here. Saxiana. I don't know how you say Saxiana with an English accent. That's a tough one.
From burning flame to ash. The orb is up.
Jodariel. Oh, but there's rekindling.
Yet burn.
Alas. Spheris holds on yet a bit longer. Hamitha. And with that plunge, Murph is the winner.
The accusers prevail. They
GG.
overwhelmed their adversaries utterly.
Well played, you two.
The rite is done.
It's fun. When my voice isn't excessively sore or my nose isn't excessively stuffy, it's fun to do it every once in a while, but
Until the stars align.
there you go. A little taste. Definitely not as good as it could have been. As I said, I think I'm a little bit out of practice on that, but... Alright, well let us know if there's anything we'd like for the next one. Request-wise, and I think Spheris was saying he may be looking to swap out soon, which, as we were saying earlier, would mean theoretically I think Makos would be next in the queue, although have we heard from Makos recently to confirm that he is still available? I don't think we've heard from him since. If we could just get a confirmation from Makos that works on your end, that'd be great. It's CSGO in mind.
For longer if needed. If
Yeah,
there's
that
more ready,
depending
but,
on
yeah.
what Makos' status is, that may or may not be something that may make sense for us to do. I am not familiar with CSGO commentating at all. FIFA, or for those of you who have only played the game recently, what is it now? EAFC?
Makos confirmation.
Okay, Makos confirmation, there we go. Alright, so in that case, I think that means this likely will be our last one of the day between Spheris and Murph. Oh, and just to confirm on your end, Murph, are you good to stick around for a little while longer to face off against Makos?
Yeah.
Okay, great. They call me the confirmer. Why did, like, as soon as you said that, I pictured like a WWE professional wrestler is like, it's the confirmer! You like run out with all the fancy pyrotechnics and flashing lights and, you know, the pound in your chest like, oh, let's go! The confirmer! So, in other words, Makos, professional wrestler. Confirmed.
He's just confirming stuff. Professionally, but...
Alright, well anyway, so why don't we get this one started here, and then we will likely look to get Makos in our next match.
The essence versus the accusers. Welcome.
Alright.
Who shall conduct the rites?
So, no requests for this one. This one's all up to you guys. Thanks, Sultan.
Exile.
Oh, hold on.
Bottle void.
Canned Singularity. Now that's an interesting one.
Oh, I played around Bottle Void. I think I still don't know. And it'll probably be fun.
Prayer Beads Pamitha. That is Murph's response. Exploding Snadra in the second spot for Spheris.
People hop. Apparently not.
Not this time. This time, it looks like a speedy Jodariel instead.
I don't think this is the use case for double heart.
Excuse me, sorry.
Exile.
Rare Beads Gareth.
Can I get at this guy?
No worries, iRotor. Thanks for stopping by.
Now begin.
Yeah, if you just want to hang out for a classic M&M matchup, you are certainly welcome to do so.
The accusers
As Spheris gets us started with a 20 damage plunge here.
now.
Ooh, look at that. Interesting technique there from Spheris. Deliberately setting himself up to activate the canned singularity right off the bat in a
None left
fairly
unscathed.
important location, no less. Ooh, but nonetheless, Murph gets the orb and plunges in for 30 here. But now loses Jodariel in this round, as she did not have prayer beads. Oh,
Oh my
somehow,
goodness.
Murph got the orb back
It's
there.
barely enough to.
There.
Spheris is like, come on, banish him. I dare you.
No sign of the essence
Oh,
of
I
except-
didn't
Big
jump,
best
okay.
game.
It may have backfired a bit.
the orb
I
quenches
just
the
didn't jump. My inputs are bad this time.
Oh, and with that plunge, Murph is the winner.
accusers prevail.
GG.
They vastly outperformed their adversaries.
I've been playing too much without delay,
The
so
right is complete.
All right,
I'm
well
just being
played, you
very
two.
bad right now.
Until the stars
all good.
align.
You're fighting me with
And-
caffeine because I made tea. It's like a different beast, I think.
Yeah.
All right,
So
well,
it's
GG's,
time
Ferris.
For
Yeah, GG's.
Makos to come in.
Thanks for stopping by. Good to have you, Ferris.
GG's.
Catch you later.
See ya.
Okay, and that means, assuming that Makos is still good to go here, we can get you in now. I think we are at a point where the skill levels are high enough that the delay matters. That may be.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, obviously, in most cases, I am the one hosting, or at least on RITE nights themselves, I'm the one hosting but not playing, and therefore, to an extent, both players have some delay. Of course, that may vary depending on just how far away people are from me. Then if you
Depends
guys
on
are...
how much it matters, too.
You guys are
Bird and Quickness Demon can jump scare you, like, make you not be able to react to it, or a lot worse than like some slow sap matchup or something.
okay, looks like this is Makos on player 1.
I assume that's me.
Unless it's the ghost of Makos's past.
Oh, we don't want to associate with that guy.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry for bringing it up.
I'll ever consider buying like a Scrooge nightgown to wear around the house.
We're talking the Michael Caine Scrooge from Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh,
It's like,
Muppet Christmas Carol. Hold on, I can look that up. Might be
Master Wayne.
version of it.
that's a fantastic Michael Caine. I only saw the Muppets Christmas Carol very recently. I think this past year.
It's incredible.
It is.
All the Muppet movies based on the classics are like Muppet Treasure Island is better than the actual Treasure Island. Honestly, though, hot take, I think every adaptation of Treasure Island is better than the actual source material. It's one of those situations where the movie is always better than the book.
Okay.
Like, Muppet Treasure Island, of course, is a certified hood classic, but, like, Treasure Planet is, like...
Anything
ransom.
Muppets being a certified hood classic is pretty hilarious, but sorry, go on.
Nah, you're good. But, like, all of the adaptations of the Treasure Island book, like, because I read the book after I watched all the movies, and I'm like, this sucks, dude.
Oh, interesting.
Well, sucks is a strong term. It's just like there's not a whole like it was very much like there was no, when you think of like all the classics, I always think back to like English class where you're like having to dissect, you know, the time period it was written in, the author's hidden intentions, the subtext, the meta narrative, all that jazz. Treasure Island is literally just, it's a pirate story, and then once it's over, it's over. There's no deeper meaning than that. And it's like, man,
Pirates are cool and all, but still might be a little lacking.
I need some depth to me pirates, Mr. Turner.
Yarr!
Anyway, let's play some magical basketball.
With books.
Get in there.
Alright, I don't think, I mean, not that I asked when we were talking about that, but let us know if we have any thoughts for any requests for this match. Obviously, Murph's been going for a little while, but this will be Makos's first match of the day, so don't know if we ought to give Makos a little time to warm up. Oh, actually, Spheris requested no requests.
Does that, like, cancel itself out? Does that mean we're forced to make a request?
Have you canceled yourself out? Is that self-referential? You request, therefore you are... I don't know. It has been too long since an Eminem match such as this. Well, wait no more. Also, I have just trademarked this. It is now the Eminem matchup.
It has been a
The
while.
true Nightwings shall
On the
confront
book.
the accusers.
Talking about books.
Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
No requests here, as we were just saying, so up to these two to take whatever they'd like.
Whoa, go back. No. Where are my buttons? Nope. There we go.
Makos, I'm just say you're not doing a great job of refuting these. Is this the ghost of Makos's past claims right now? Is this the real Makos? Or is he possessed?
Dang. He's picked a bird on book. It's a pretty good pick, honestly. I'm not too big to admit it. Let's go.
I think in sci-fi PYRE, they carry around like DVD cases and book safe with
Messenger imp.
like a VCR screen or something.
Joe Dariel.
Speedy
Scary.
Jody.
Dalbert.
Makos, no one double dog dared you, but you did it,
Here, I forgot.
and I respect it.
Dogging him.
You zoned out my typical end.
It's a deluge.
Alright, gamers.
Here
Arf,
we
arf.
go.
Begin. The first of many banishments.
The first time in a while that we've at least seen these two facing off in RITE Night together. Is Makos getting us started with a 20 damage plunge from one of his curs, but then quick answer here from Murph, plunging for 30 with his demon. No Jody in this round, though. After that plunge, ooh, it's an aggressive move there from Pamitha. But it's just Pamitha at the moment.
Fear
But that's all Murph needs on this occasion. And she'll plunge for 20 with prayer beads. That means he's back at full strength here. Nearly was able to set up a big Jody plunge on that occasion, but instead, it's back now with Macaws, at least momentarily. I never. I don't think that's quite what Murph had in mind with that stunning claim. Nor was that quite what Macaws had in mind with that vanishing throw. Was that stun from the Titan Tooth, but Macaws just got stuck a little bit on the cover. And a 30 damage plunge, no Brazen Manor involved, despite what the voice may have said. It does mean that one score may very well be all that Murph needs here. Here's Macaws. Ametha for Murph. Sacrifices teammate instead. Oh, but here is Macaws plunging for 20. No prayer beads, so Macaws down one character. That means more room for Murph. Oh, wait. Very important save there from Macaws, otherwise that could have been game. Now another 20 damage plunge for Macaws from the other curve, but still no prayer beads. So still, Macaws down to at most 2 exiles. Currently 0, though. And so with that throw, Murph is the winner.
The accusers prevail.
GG.
Their adversaries must
GG.
cry tears of shame. The rite is ended.
Well played, you two. Alright.
Until the next rite.
Well, let's head on back and let us know if there's anything we'd like to see for our next match. Kerr S tier or not? Asks Spheris.
Not the greatest showing, I'll admit, but
Can't blame the curve for that.
I was kind of hoping Murph was not gonna take the obvious choice there, but
Yeah.
still think he's got
Relying
sauce
on your
though.
opponent not making the obvious choice is not a defining characteristic of Esther, typically, unfortunately.
Alright, well, not seeing any requests at the moment, so I think that means we'll just leave this one up to the players again.
The true Nightwings shall take on the accusers. Welcome.
Alright.
Who shall conduct the rites?
Quick throwing Manly in the first spot for Macaws. What's up, zombie? How's it going?
Tay.
Prayer beads on the stowaway. That's Murph's first choice.
Messenger Imp.
Web Lanthorn Messenger Imp now for Macaws. Exploding Deluge is Murph's second selection. Speedy Bertrude will round out Macaws' team. And now, Murph will take that Web Lanthorn T-Zone.
Into the adversary's
There's the stowaway. She goes down quickly, though. Manly. Down he goes. Huge implosions. In fact, everyone down on Macaws' side. Macaws able to find a way through there, jumping in for 25. Bear in mind, of course, when players are tied, that means those prones are usually doing 25 damage, even if we're used to typically seeing them doing 30.
In goes the orb.
There's 10 on Murph's throw.
Yes.
Stowaway leaps in here for 20 damage.
Best not yet. Oh. Suck further.
Well shielded and well thrown by Macaws here. With that quick throw, gets the full 25 damage out of that play.
Show of strength from the accuser's foe.
Gertrude. Her throw is not as quick, and that was technically not a throw, even though it looked like it was the same trajectory. That was Gertrude happening to drop the orb in the same direction as she would have thrown it, which is why it landed more or less on the pyre and didn't score. But then, of course, after that, we did get an actual throw from Macaws that went in for 25. Ooh, but everyone down on Macaws' side. Good news for Macaws. The orb landed within the boundary of that sapling aura. And this time, that is a real throw, and it does... Oh, in fact, it's enough damage to finish the job. I didn't even realize. Well played, you two.
Excellently done this time, I
GG.
must admit.
Yeah.
The right
Jeez.
is done.
Alright, well, let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
And let us know if there's anything we'd like to see for the next one. I think M won. Which M, you ask? Well, regardless of the match, one of them will be an M. Wish they would cast Darren Korb for the villain role again, like how they did in Was he technically the villain in Bastion? Did he voice the villain? I mean, if so...
Who even is the villain in Bastion?
It doesn't really feel like as much of a role that is embodied by the person voicing the character in Bastion relative to, like, Hades, where way more dialogue and personality behind the characters. Not that Bastion doesn't have personality, but it's limited to really just one or two characters there. He voices Elf. Yeah. I mean...
Dolph is the villain. That's not fair.
Right. I think that's a little bit debatable to what extent Zolf is the villain. And not to say that he wasn't voiced by Darren Korb, I just think that it's much more... There are many more lines being voiced, and thus the voice actor's role is much more significant when there's a lot more dialogue, and the dialogue is pretty minimal for Zolf in Bastion. So, yeah, not to diminish Darren Korb's role, but just to characterize him as the villain feels like a stretch in one or two ways. But with full dialogue, that would be interesting. What if we just make Zagreus the next villain? Even if it's not a Hades game. Like, it's a Pyre 2 crossover game, and for some reason Zagreus is here, and he's the antagonist.
The super giant fighting game. He's the...
Honestly, they have enough characters now, they could probably do it. I mean, if you could basically just pull from any god or goddess from the Greek pantheon, that gives you a lot to choose from.
Yeah,
if you are doing certainly any of the Nightwings, that's already a lot of characters from Pyre. If you could take captains from opposing teams, that adds to the list further. Yeah, maybe Transistor and certainly Bastion have a much more limited roster, but carried primarily by Hades 1, 2, and Pyre, theoretically, you probably do have enough characters. My boy Zagreus would never. Well, anyways, we digress. As for this next match, let's see, I don't think we've received any requests here, so why don't we hop back in
The true Nightwings
Alright, it's the
shall
Isle
now
of Kalimur.
face the accusers. Who shall conduct the rites?
And no requests from chat, so all up to you guys. Zacharias is too nice. He only kills immortals, and they don't even die. It's a totally different story, okay?
Tamatha.
You wouldn't understand.
Ignatius. Jodariel.
I think a line from Hades himself. We're gods, killing each other is our law.
Tamatha.
It's just what we do. In the case of Greek mythology, to an extent, yeah.
Tizo.
Alright, well here we go. And no requests from chat for this one, so all up to the players. It was the Stowaway, Pamitha, and Ignarius. For Makos, for Murph, Jody, Pamitha, and Tizo. Everyone down on Makos' side, so uncontested. 20 damage plunge here from Murph's Harp, who did have prayer beads, so Pamitha is back here in this round. It's Jody now for Murph, but down she goes. Makos with Stowaway goes the ninja route, only to then move forward with Pamitha, but they both go down here, and once again, we see uncontested scoring opportunity. It's 30 damage here this time for Murph. A little pinball
He's in.
on that occasion, and I'm not entirely sure exactly how that found its way in, but one way or another, Murph, or rather Makos, managed to score for 20 there. Murph may be scratching his head as much as I am. Here is Murph, plunging for 30. Quick throw from Murph, good for 5. Excuse me, Uranus is
Into the adversary's
the
flame.
name in
Righteous fire.
Latin. I think.
There.
Ooh,
It is done.
Murph with that plunge
The accusers prevail.
takes the win.
Their pyre yet burns with vigor and resolve.
GG.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
Well
He's
played,
gaming
you
too
two.
hard, gamers.
The tea is getting
Until
cold.
the
I've only got so
next
much
right.
super gaming in me.
Oh, Darren Korb also voices the kid in Bastion. Alright, so there you go. Darren Korb fights himself in Bastion. Confirmed. He's both the protagonist and, by some accounts, the antagonist. Well, anyways, let us know if there is anything you guys would like to see for our next match. No, Uranus is Greek name for it. Okay. My apologies. Might be spelled different, though. Personification of the sky and one of the Greek primordial deities. According to this person, son and husband of God. You know, maybe not. Maybe not read into that. Ooh, Murph says, what if we break out some archetypes? We could certainly do that. How does that sound? Let's see, let me get the random number generator going here. Okay, so if that works for you two, let's see. We have Makos as player 1, so I would roll for Macaws first. Based on this roll, it means that Macaws would receive the following archetype. Then for Murph, Murph will receive this archetype. Alright, so as a reminder slash heads up for those who may not be familiar with how archetypes work, basically it's a list of several different 33 different guidelines for how to either set up a player's team or for how to execute strategy-wise once the match begins. And so randomly roll those archetypes for each player and send them which role they have received in a private, secretive passenger pigeon DM so that only they know, their opponent does not. And thus, their opponent cannot counterpick. Just have to take their own stuff. Oh, yep.
Murph, Lids wanted you to have cherry picking.
Oh.
Okay. I have more archetype.
Oops. One moment while I re-roll. Did I really send it twice to you?
To troll the other guy.
Oh, I did. I did send it twice to Macaws. Macaws, why don't you take the initial one, which was supposed to be your actual one, and I'll re-roll for Murph.
I had cherry picking, so.
Did I just not send anything to... I just didn't send anything to Murph, did I? Nope, I didn't.
But I do have
I
cherry
misclicked.
recently.
Alright, hold on, Murph, I'm getting you a new one. There you go. A new one for Murph, which may or may not be... Well, a newly rolled one for Murph, which may or may not be the same archetype that Macaws may have found a way to see.
True Nightwings shall now face the accusers.
Alright.
Who
On the
shall
boat,
conduct
which
the rites?
may certainly influence the approach that players take to an extent.
Man, I don't want to play this archetype on boats. Man. Oh, Lids, you're a champion.
That was Liz.
He
Thanks, Liz.
says as Lid's hands are not on the mouse or keyboard.
The true Nightwings
Oh, Murph, you're a champion.
versus the accusers.
Alright, I can handle it on this one.
Yeah. I think this lets me,
Who
like.
shall conduct
I feel like my
the
archetype
rites?
would not even have done anything on the previous map. Might get a little more play here.
Oh, here's Waldo.
Kamatha.
Prayer Beads Pamatha in the first spot for Macaws. Quick Throwing Jody in the first spot for Murph.
Oh, what does it look like? It's this one.
Lendl.
Alright, a Leeching Lendl in the second spot for Macaws.
Ruki.
Also want to see Echidna in Hades 3. Well, hold on. As successful as Hades 1 and 2 may have been, is it gonna be a trilogy? Do we want it? Do we want it to be a trilogy is one question. Do we want Hades? If so, would we want Hades 3 to be the next Supergiant game, or would we rather that they go in a new direction for their next one, just to mix it up a bit? Sphera says no. No Hades 3. Zombie says
They
yes.
ought to make like 3 more Hades. I think we need it.
Sphera wants something mind-blowingly different. Something that maybe combines a bunch of genres that oftentimes wouldn't be combined together. Yeah, maybe sure they can still keep some of their RPG roots, don't get me wrong, but yeah, they do a good job with writing characters. Maybe they lean into that a little bit more, go with something more story-driven, maybe branching story in that way. Yeah, heck, make it a visual novel while you're at it. And you know what? Throw some sports in there while you're at it. And that way, you know, it's really just a combination that you've probably never seen before in any game, really. Well, anyways, this is an archetypes match. Both players have received random archetypes. Macaws may have initially received 2, and so we had to re-roll for Murph, but alas, we are here now doing an archetypes match. So we will see how these archetypes match up, and of course how the players execute with their archetypes. We've seen a lot of demon action here in a small arena such as this. Able to bully around the smaller exiles more easily, although that was a very quick maneuver there from Macaw's harp. Find a way through what seemingly was a place that did not have a way through. All those auras around there. Murph gets the vanishing throw, gets the orb back as well, and then throws that one in for 30. Tizo. Back to Jody. Jody down. Rookie to pick up where Jody left off. That's 15 damage on the throw. Bear in mind, one score could be all that the Macaws needs here. It would need to come from Iggy, but he was right there, and that could have been game, set, and match. Oh, a little wall bouncing strategy here from Macaws, and it nearly worked. Ooh, everyone down on Macaw's side. That means uncontested throwing opportunity here for Murph. Macaws getting aggressive with Ignarius, but perhaps that aggression has backfired, as now suddenly we find ourselves tied at 30 pyre life apiece. Both players with a demon, both players theoretically capable of finishing this with one score, and with everyone down, oh, momentarily at least, on Macaw's side. It made you wonder, maybe this is the opportunity that Murph was looking for, and there it is.
Can't believe he wouldn't get in the freaking pyre, man. This,
Yeah.
God. This game annoys me sometimes, man.
PG. Well played, you two.
Tell me why I have the ball just a pixel away from the hitbox. It's like, nah, fam.
Yeah, sometimes there are some strange, I don't know if you call them physics or just way in which the game does or does not process things bumping into each other or being in the pyre or not.
Greg needs to fix his game.
Come on, man.
Yeah, we need the batch. I had ball hogs. I had to use characters that want to carry the orb for a long time.
Nice. I had... Oh, what did I have?
Well, the answer is depends on which one you're looking at, Macaws.
Comeback kids specialize in making a comeback. I interpreted that with all the leeching.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was an archetypes match. Those were the archetypes. Let us know if there is anything we'd like to see for the next match. If not, then of course we can always just leave it up to the players to take whatever they'd like. That is also an option.
We have anyone buffered up to jump in? Is Ansa back yet? Or?
I don't think we've heard from Ansa recently. So maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that means that Ansa is not watching the stream while driving, which, as we've established, is, you know, what you should be doing. You should not be streaming and driving or watching the stream while driving.
Probably neither one of those, to be honest. But yeah, when Ansa gets back, I'll probably drop out.
Okay.
But I'm good to keep going for now.
Zombie was using Bertrude one time and the ball just wouldn't go in. Instead, it would go around the pyre. The orb just orbits around the pyre repeatedly.
That'd be a cool talisman. Mastery or something.
I don't know what the use case of it would be.
Or the character gravity or something.
Yeah. Defensively, if you could deflect an opposing throw, and offensively, I think it just prevents you from scoring, so it's probably not great from that standpoint.
I don't know. If you made it orbit a character, like a class that was like built around it, the orb like spins around you, and you gotta like get close to the pyre.
What if it orbits around you when you hold it such that it's okay, I guess what I'm describing is functionally just a better version of one of the cursed talismans, but if it orbits around you so that technically your character isn't holding it, and therefore can still have its aura while you have possession.
Yeah. We'd have to make it orbit like slow or something, that way sometimes it's not on the right side of you and you have to like stall until it's at the right point of its orbit.
Or maybe your aura stays, but technically, because you aren't holding the orb, it's orbiting around you. If an opposing character walks up close enough, they don't even have to banish you. They can just take the orb from you by being close by. So I'll take that, don't mind me. I don't know. Depends on how wide the orbit is, I suppose. But anyways, that's just a theory. A game theory. I don't think we have any requests here, so why don't we get our next match started?
The true Nightwings shall take on the accusers. Welcome.
All right.
Who shall conduct the rites?
So Blade of Liu, and no requests. What's the point of that one talisman where is it specific to the stowaway? You can drop the ball after picking it up. I assume you're referring to one of the cursed talismans, the one that doesn't allow you to pick it up. It's not specific to the stowaway, but this one, right? It gives you
double stamina.
Double the stamina. So
sometimes you don't want to have the orb. There's some builds where that's maybe relevant.
it is a
It's kind of a gimmick.
yeah, it's a tricky downside, but right, if it's a purely defensive character, I mean, technically it is possible to score with a character that has that talisman, although it is very difficult to do so. Oftentimes more trouble than it's worth. All the time, more trouble than it's worth. It's just for flexing purposes.
Sandra.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, I gave the Jordans to my crone. How unfortunate.
Is Tailwind Crest really the pair of Jordans, though?
They make you go fast.
But wouldn't Jordans be more so, I would think, like a legendary worm talisman? They have you jump further. You know, Air
I don't
Jordan.
know, man.
Yeah. The worms don't wear 2 shoes. Surely they wear 1 shoe max.
Never mind the fact that having Jordans on a worm does raise a host of questions.
This is the singular Jordan.
Right? Sandra is, and by Sandra I mean Snadra, she is in fact blind, yes. Canonically speaking. Snadra the Unseeing. Was it part of her punishment? Or was that exclusively the whole imprisonment thing? She must say it something. I forget if... I mean, obviously everyone on the Beyonders got imprisoned in the Beyonder Crystal for basically all of eternity. So she also received that punishment, but in addition to that, did she also get blinded because she was the leader? So it's like, oh, you're more guilty than the other people. Therefore, your punishment will be harsher. I don't remember, to tell you the truth. Quick throw there from Macaws, although actually not for full damage, only 22 out of potential 25. Tito avoids the exploding sapling, gets the orb back here. That's rude. Oh, orb inadvertently hits Murph's pyre and bounces back out, and here is Murph going on the attack, nearly able to score there. And Macaw's defenseless. You can tell from where that portal is positioned just how close Murph got there. But that throw is unblockable. Oh, but it was off the mark. But the follow-up attempt, the rebound, the putback, some might say.
The accuser's pyre grows weaker.
Macaw said he put the Jordans, the Jays, on Bertrude, but that was more of a Shaq-like performance there, I might say.
How sad for the
Now it's Murph who's defenseless. Not quite quick enough from Macaws. Both players I think we've seen have either Numbing Gust or Typhoon Bottle, preventing them from sprinting, or preventing their opponent from sprinting when they've lost all their characters, which is why it's not necessarily all that good of an idea to banish everyone. At least it does create some extra complications.
Sorry, Manly.
Here is Macaws,
Rather cunning trick.
and that's a 15 damage throw. Snadra. Shield. It's not enough to protect her that time. Tizo. Shield helps him fend off at least one of the defenders. Still trying to get past the other, though, and wasn't able to do so. So here's Macaws,
Fire's flames
leaping in for 30, and this is where Macaws looks back at that sap throw. The quick throw that we were talking about that was not quite for full damage, and thinks, oh, if only I held on to that for a frame or two longer.
Why, that was all
The math perhaps would have played out a little bit differently. Likely would have seen some rekindling from Murph, of course, in addition to
farewell, son.
the Numbing Gust. Well, then again, if it is truly Numbing Gust that is causing that slowing effect, then that would suggest that at most the players would have 10 rekindling. They may not have any at all. But of course, they do have saps, so it is certainly possible there may be some rekindling in play here. Oh, look at that. Stunning Flame to set up a sap.
A sacred miracle has
You don't see that too often. But he was quick enough. Oh, and then the Crone Salute. Murph can do nothing to stop that throw, and thus
true Nightwing's
Macaws is the winner.
Perhaps they do deserve their freedom.
GG.
All.
GG.
The rite is complete.
Well played, you two.
Until the next rite.
Let's head on back let us know if there's anything we'd like to see for the next one. Zombie is requesting that both players use imps.
Oh, you really got to twist Murph's arm for that one.
I was gonna say, that it feels like that's... It's not asking that much of them.
Nah, imp is good. I'm glad to use an imp.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done any of these sorts of tests, but a few years ago, for one of the tournaments, we quantified just how many of each class players took, and imp was the most common class for people to take.
Yeah.
That was a while ago, but still.
It can do anything, bro. It can
Well, it can do
Like
anything,
character
and in this
scoring.
case, Core is saying that imp must take Wild Heart.
Oh, Core. Why are
Yeah,
you
my way
allergic
to-
to fun?
justify the wild part by taking Crown Salute.
Maybe, or maybe you can find another clever way to make use of Wild Heart. Murph is like, doesn't compute. No.
Is there one of those?
The true Nightwings shall confront the accusers. Welcome.
Alright, what do I do with
Who
this?
shall conduct the rites?
Wild part locks us out of scoring and prayer.
It locks you out of having fun with the imp, that's for sure. I don't know, man. Give me like one of these.
Core says he wants to see some Howler scores.
The deluge.
Maybe we can make it happen. Oh dear. Zombie has just made it harder still.
Uh-oh.
Zombie is saying those imps must also have a cursed talisman.
What? Wild part and a cursed
Does
talisman.
sound like a
I mean,
pretty cursed imp
that
setup.
knocks it down to like 2 talismans if we want to see how
Alright.
it scores.
I'm not too big to I'm not too big to admit it. When Core said wild heart, I literally thought he was talking about this heart-shaped
Black heart,
object.
oh.
Called
Oh.
the black heart.
That's way less annoying than Wild Heart. That might not even matter. Wild Heart means you can't take L4. You can't really go Super Portal unless you want to give up
what do I
Explosion.
even- The bears, it's awful. Or if I mean, it kind of has to be this if I'm doing wild heart, right?
I guess you can transform back from Howler. That is actually
Yeah.
justification of Wild Heart. Huh?
That's kind of the only. I guess it's gotta be soup.
That's
Like
fair.
this is really the only option, right? Because like, what are you gonna do? Not take elusive nature? You'd
Yeah.
have to be a madman.
Take the other cursed
Messenger,
talisman, to be honest, but I didn't think about the fact that the downside of this talisman doesn't exist.
Yeah.
What's up, Lilac? How's it going?
Joe Dariel.
That's pretty good. What do I play, man? All right. Well, you're taking imp.
Yeah.
Who's
a
gonna tell
cursed
McCossy he
talisman.
didn't take
My,
last laugh?
You know, like 2 of my masters and
Yeah,
my talisman.
that is true. I mean, Infinite Stam Demon is kind of like the obvious play. What if Kerr, though? Yeah. Yeah, that's the stuff.
Now we're talking.
That's how you play the video game. And then we go... Then we go something like that. Yeah.
Barker.
Yes. Diabolical.
Lilac is like, what? Murph versus Macaws? You usually have to pay extra for this.
Tizo.
After all these years. I don't know if it's been quite that long, but yes.
My goodness.
And this time featuring a Howler Imp for both players.
What? That didn't hit you? That's crazy!
Oh no! Switches forms!
No mercy.
I don't have the exploding worm.
So close yet so far.
Sir Deluge caught out. In honor of the
It is the
sky.
Kerr who gets things started here.
No.
Deluge stopped here. Ametha through the portal, and that takes her close to the opposing pyre, so Murph able to plunge in here for 20. With prayer beads, Pamitha returns. Jody blocked, but not banished. In fact, she's the one doing the banishing.
Wind
In fact, she's the one doing all of the banishing.
is taken.
Barker comes back with a vengeance,
Barely a mark
and a quick
against
9
that
damage
flame.
throw here for Macaws. Murph switches into Jody, but she goes down. Pamitha switches into Tizo, but he goes down. Does set up a relatively dangerous portal in the process. For that Titan Tooth play. Just trying to go the Howler route, but didn't quite work out there. Maybe that's exactly what Macaws needs.
A bit of a blunder.
I don't think he believed in the heart of the Howler.
You are
I will
powerless
admit,
for now.
that had me rather confused for a second, as I saw Murph charging up a throw against his own pyre, going for the full damage. I'll set up a dangerous portal, except it's Macaws who has possession, and an uncontested pyre to throw the orb into. He'll get 15 in that round. Barker. Blocked. Oh, but Murph able to switch out of the Titan Tooth stun. Here's Pamitha. Goes through the portal. Does get Titan Tooth stunned, but this time does not have anyone to switch to, and therefore, despite doing the salute, not really able to avoid the stun.
Barker
There is
throws
Barker.
himself into the flames.
It's 20 more damage for Macaws.
The accusers
It
seem
does
to be
mean
falling
Barker is now gone in this round. That means more room here for Murph, though Jody got stopped just short of the fire.
banished all
Everyone down, though, on Murph's side. Opportunity here for Macaws, who throws that one in
considerable precision.
for 15.
Ouch.
Pamitha switches to Jody. Jody goes down. Here's Pamitha for Murph. Switches to Tizo, who's blocked and now banished. Barker, Titan Tooth stun, but he goes down nonetheless. Pamitha a little lonely at the moment.
The orb.
Opportunity here for an uncontested Macaws throw. Once again, it's 15. Chipping away at Murph's pyre here. Murph, though, gets a big bunch of damage by plunging for 30 here with his demon.
Good.
Piezo for Murph. Down he goes. Does set up a portal, which Murph could now choose to use. But Macaw seemingly has it pretty well covered here. Ooh, but perhaps he left his station. Murph nearly snuck through. Quick counter from Macaws, nearly had it. And on the second attempt, he will plunge in for 20, and that means now, one score very well may be all that Macaws needs. Well, actually, does Macaws have a possibility to go up to 25 damage? I'm not sure he does. Well, there's your Howler score. It's 15 from Murph. Does Macaws cap out at 20 damage? Right, dude, stun. Might have seized chance on his worm. That might be the one case where he'd have enough damage. Here is his worm. Seize chance not active, even if he had it. So that's only 15, but it means for certain that now Macaws could finish it with one score. Murph would still need 2, but there's one of them. That means this is now a sudden death match here. Problem for Murph is he is now down 1 character at a time when he does not want to be down 1 character. Oh, and no ability to bring back his teammate with the imps, with imp banishment, and thus uncontested scoring opportunity for Macaws to finish the job.
At like 80 Pyre life getting that Howler score,
Thus
man.
end this night's proceedings.
Chi-Chi. Well played, you two.
Curse you, Core.
Core's like, I don't know what you're talking about. That was a great match. Alright. Well, let's see. Theoretically, we were expecting potentially an Ansa sighting. However, Ansa has left, and thus we do not currently have Ansa able to take anyone's spot. However, we have since had Lilac expressed interest, and Core was seemingly either okay with playing or just hanging out in chat. So we may have at least one person, possibly 2, looking to get in here. Although even then... Okay, Core is saying he would like to play. I think that means that Core would be at the top of the queue. We do, however, also have a request. Lilac also interested, but don't know how many games you'd be able to play for. Okay, so at the very least, I think, why don't we do one more here between Macaws and Murph, and then we may be looking at potentially a double switch after that, or maybe a staggered switch, depending on exactly how much time people have. But for this one, we do have another archetypes request. So this time what I will do is I will roll twice for Murph. No.
Gotta keep it even.
Let's see. This one moment while I just double check that I'm sending these to the right people. I guess the first one doesn't really matter, but the second one, I need to make sure. Okay, there is Macaws'. Now, this is the one. Okay, Murph. Yes. I'm not sending 2 in a row to Macaws this time. There we go. You have both received your archetype. Alright. So, why don't we hop in, see where we end up, as that may influence how exactly one or both players choose to execute these archetypes here.
The true Night Wings shall take on the accusers. Welcome
Stop me if you've seen this one before.
Who shall conduct the rites?
I've not had this archetype before.
Or might not be available for long either. Okay, well, we may, after this one, we may just get Lilac and Core in for a match, and that might be it at this rate. They might go straight into a liberation rite. Alright, so it's a harp and a crone so far for Macaws. It's a sap. Now a banishing throw cur for Murph.
Good curve build.
Oh, Cur Fang. Cur in the last spot for Macaws. And now Speedy Udmilda is the last choice for Murph. So here we go. It's another archetypes matchup. Only the players know which archetypes they've received. Their opponents do not. We shall see how this one plays out.
Barker banished.
Murph, with Udmilda, finds a way through here,
Dousing.
jumping in for 25. Ametha switches in to Makas's Cur. Oh, with 28, right, he took Curfang on that Cur.
Nightwing's pyre now burns
It took in the built-in prayer beads as well. It's bonus damage plus still comes back after plunging. Ametha for Makas. Stopped here. Little pinball action. Hard to keep track of where exactly the characters are going. Udmilda blocks. Koss gets the rebound. Ooh, quick switch, quick plunge. Good for 30 damage there for Makas. Koss switches into Barker, now back to Pamitha, and only Pamitha right now. She goes down, that means uncontested scoring opportunity here for Murph, although it was brief. Barker has returned, made the stop, and now Koss ponders what to do offensively.
If I were that one, I'd be rather angry.
Going down for Makas. Quick throw from Murph. Lands here for 25.
Now go.
Ametha for Makas. Switches in. Barker goes down in the process. As does Bertrude. Now Pamitha. Switches to Barker. He's blocked and vanished. Ooh, that was quite the cast from Makas's Pamitha. Catapulted across the arena. Koss, though, looking to capitalize and can't quite make that happen. Well, that was very quick from Murph's Cur. Might have been an even opposing harp push at play there, but then tricky maneuver there from Makas, breaks out the Crone Salute. That's a huge play there. Big damage, leech as well, and one score potentially all that Makas would need, if not for Murph returning the favor here with his own Crone Salute, though in this case not worth as much. Oh, the harp push nearly decided it just then and there. And again, Murph may have some rekindling with Fulfred. Kerr versus Kerr. Oh, Kerr wins and wins again. Uncontested scoring opportunity here, which Murph does capitalize on. That drops Makas down to potentially going down in one round. Same could be said for Murph, though, at least barring rekindling. And with no rekindling on Mikas's side, that means that score is the decisive one.
Perhaps a stroke of fortune ought to be thanked.
GG.
GG.
The right is complete.
Way too close.
What do you mean? That just makes it that much
Until
better.
the next right.
Well, GG, well played, you two. And I think if it still works for Lilac and Core, we may look to do a double switch here to get them in before. It sounds like both of them may need to leave soon. So
Yeah, good swapping out.
that way we can at least get them in for 1, maybe 2 matches before we wrap things up.
I had long range, which was emphasized scoring from far away. Which is why I took like Crone, because Crone jumps really far, and Sap
Yeah.
throw, Kerr throw is like the only one I can think of that might actually get through after I already used the quick throw talisman.
Yeah, I had high flyers, something jump a lot.
Fair.
Pretty
That's
much,
really
yeah.
happening.
Alright, well, GG's, guys. I think I am going to liberate you from the downside so we can try to squeeze in a match or two here with a couple more people. But good to have you, as always.
Yeah, thanks for hosting. Thanks for the games, Murph.
Yep. Good time as always.
Okay, let's see. Is Mikos free?
I am not free.
Mikos is not free. Mikos is now free. There we go.
I am now free.
He's now free to do what he wants. Alright, well. Catch you guys later. Now let me get Lilac and Core in for what may end up being just one match.
Good day, Lids.
Hello. Good to see you, Core.
It's been a hot minute since I've been
It's
at
been a
Right
while.
Now, but I'm glad that I'm here. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that Lilac is here.
Good to have you
and
back.
Everybody else can watch.
Alright, well, I know... Thanks, Murph. I know, Core, you were saying you need to go in roughly 20 minutes-ish, is that right?
Probably, yeah. But I mean, I'll probably, if I like, might have to go, likely have to go, but I'll be back like very soon, like 10 minutes or something, like 15 minutes.
Okay.
So theoretically, I could play after, but if you want to answer, that's fine too.
Okay. But we may need to figure out...
I assume we can do probably about 2 rights before.
Yeah, maybe we'll go quickly here. Try to squeeze in 2 rights before you have to go. Let me just set you up here. Core. And this one will be Lilac. Core, which triumvirate will be for you today?
I'll just I don't know. Just pick me something. Pick me something good. Chastity, maybe go Chastity.
Okay. Sure thing. Fate for Lilac.
Is pink and purple too close?
I don't know. I feel like we don't see this matchup too often. I can't really say.
And then also, I think you might need to change my controller on a remote play. It's 3.
Oh. It says you're 3?
Yeah.
Sometimes that's still fine. I don't know. Let's
don't-
load in and see what happens.
Oh, okay. Is Lilac in?
That yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is Lilac in? I think I sent the invite. Did I not?
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Lilac is in, confirmed. Okay, so no requests from this one. I think we're zooming so that we can hopefully squeeze in a couple of matches before Core needs to go. May or may not be able to get Core in after a short break after that, but that kind of remains to be seen.
I cannot control anything. Oh, is this me? This is me. Yeah, I can't control anything.
What if... Oh, you have keyboard mouse controls as well. Well, now it says you're control 2. Okay,
There we
well, I changed nothing. Such is the way of Steam Remote Play.
That's pretty awesome.
Everybody's favorite gaming platform.
Sir Gilman.
Oh. Oh, it's an Orlek. That's awesome.
Exploding Orlek, no less.
That's even more awesome. You know what I'm gonna do? That 30-second respawn time that Orlek has, I'm gonna add 2 seconds to it.
It's gonna make
That's
a
right.
world of a difference.
That's right.
30 seconds is not long enough. I think it is possible.
You can add to it. No,
Yeah.
no, like stat-wise, it's the max, but you can add to it.
Right, you can't go below 1 hope. So from that standpoint, by reducing your hope, you can't make it lower. But if there are other things that don't involve hope directly and are more just based on the respawn time itself, then those do still apply.
Jodariel.
All right. I'm trying to make the respawn time longer than the amount of time we have to play the game.
Orlek just goes home.
It's like, I'm done. 1 round, I'm done.
Commence.
No.
There he is. It was 32 seconds there. There you go.
Wait.
There's Lilac speeding in with a crone. Good for 30. Here is Orlek, who returns
41.
only to then be banished for 41 seconds.
41 seconds. Monster.
Here's Core with Jody, throwing that one in for 19. Also, with just, and there's another 41 seconds.
I love how the vengeful vow doesn't even matter because the orb was too big.
The other thing I would like to note is that Lilac has said, I love it, to this increased banishment time on Orlek. It's pretty cool. Ooh, Lilac breaks out the Crone Salute. So Core is just a bunch of howlers, although Core now has brought everyone back. Almost everyone.
Struggle all you like, reader.
So Core with the reversal here, rather than getting scored on, does the scoring, despite being afflicted by that Crone Salute earlier in the round.
The flame is stricken.
There's a Worm Throw, good for 13.
The chastity seem to want their freedom more.
The Hockey Puck, I think, did just enough to protect Orlek there. Though he's not protected from getting what was... it's only a 32-second banishment time that go-round. Snadra, you can see just how close she came to getting in that time, but instead it'll be Jody with a 24 damage throw. Orlek, the Lilac.
Interesting
It's
exchange.
41 seconds again that time.
Thoroughly banished.
Everyone down on Lilac's side. You know, that does tend to happen when you have characters who can be out for over half a minute.
No more than a link of flame remains. Such zeal.
Sorry, excuse me. So quite the snipe on that cast, though. Banished everyone, and in doing so, means an uncontested scoring opportunity which Core can waltz on in here for. Get the deciding plunge.
Their adversaries did not even come close.
Well, GG.
The ceremony is complete.
Well played, you two. Alright, if we head on back, then maybe we can be quick enough to get another match in here. Do we have anyone who would be looking to hop in Core's place afterward, or are we talking about this probably being our final match of the day? is what I'm wondering. Because if we do have someone else who can hop in, even for a little bit, then it sounds like we might be able to get Core back. Oh, but right, but Lilac was also saying you don't have that much time, but you can stay for at least one more. Okay, I think it may make sense for us to make this be our liberation rite in that case, even if Core may theoretically be able to get back relatively soon. It seems like Lilac has to go pretty soon as well. So at least we can squeeze in a couple matches here for you two. So we'll go with our liberation rite here, our final rite of the night, which means no requests for this one. We will go Never to Return Fate Edition. We will have our players finish things off in style.
Why, hello, exiles. You heed the summons to the fall of Solium. You now have this chance to prove yourselves. May further shame befall whomever fails. The Chastity stand ready. The Fate stand prepared. Now let us begin.
Alright, so as I was saying, this will be our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. No requests from chat for this one. Both players just taking their preferred teams to finish things off in style. For Core, that means banishing throws on Barker in the lead spot. Speedy Orlek is Lilac's lead. Quick Throwing Manly is Core's second selection. Lilac will go Nutrition Stick on Volfred. Leeching Gilman will be Core's final team member. Whereas Lilac will take a Leeching Stowaway. So here we go, our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. Core on the left representing the Chastity and Lilac on the right representing the Fate. Best of luck to you both.
Glory to the scribes. The chastity's adversaries gained an edge. 'Tis taken. A true aimed thrust into the fire. Wilfred banished. How very sad for the fate. Sir Gilman threw it in. The orb. Oh. The orb is up. Oh. Into the adversary's flame. Sir Gilman flung the orb into the flame. Now then. Ouch. Flung with force of will. Once more like that and we are finished here. Ooh. Yes. Markers on time out. United in banishment. One triumvirate stands unopposed. Divine intervention. Orlek was struck. refreshment for all. And there it is, at last.
And there
the
it is.
chastity proved their worth.
GG.
Good game.
Rather convincingly, I must admit.
Well played, you two.
Thus ends the liberation rite.
As we were saying, that was our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. So thank you, everybody who participated in the rites today, and everyone who gave us their requests in chat as well. I am going to hop out of Discord, but I will catch you guys next time. Good to have you, Core, Lilac, GG's, along with everyone else, of course. Alright, but let me just throw this screen on right here. Alright, so, as I was saying, that was our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. So thank you everybody who participated in the rites today and everyone who gave us the requests in chat as well. This was, of course, PYRE Community Rite Night, and if you're interested in getting more involved in multiplayer PYRE, then the best way to do so is by joining the RITE Club Discord server, which you can do by clicking on that link right there. My name is Lids. I'm hosting these Rite Nights, and my streaming schedule is typically on Thursdays, although this one's a little bit subject to change. We are doing Path of Exile 2. Then on Fridays, we're doing Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer. Then on Saturdays, we're doing Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. And then obviously on Sundays, we're doing this. As for, well, if you like this stream, of course, you can hit the like button to support the stream. You can also hit the subscribe button to more easily stay up to date on the things we're doing around here. But actually, the best way to do that is by joining my Discord, which you can do by clicking on that link right there. But that's going to be it for me for tonight, so thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll catch you next time.